Hello to all of you fantastic, amazing, beautiful, lovely people, and all the other kind of things that I can say to you. This video, how to audition for Disney Channel. How do you do it? Let's first break this down really simply, because I want to give you guys all logical advice. I don't want this to be a channel where I give you advice that's kind of complicated or you don't know how to implement or it doesn't work for you. I want to give you things that are beneficial to you. So here it is. If you want to audition for Disney Channel, the big thing that you will probably need, which maybe you don't have, is an agent. Now, there are many other ways that you can go about this to try and audition for a Disney Channel show or a movie, but for 90% of it, an agent is what you're going to need. An agent is what's going to help you get into the room. You can get into the room to audition if it's, say, for an open casting call. If that happens, then yes, you can, but that's anything. Anytime there's an open casting call, you can audition for it. How do you find open casting calls where anybody can audition? Well, Google it. You can find it really easily. Google Disney Channel open casting call or Disney open casting call. And then Disney's legitimate website comes up with when they have their open casting calls for people to audition for. Sometimes they do pick people from there. That's how some people get their jobs to be on Disney Channel, but for the most part, they're going to need an agent. And there are specific agencies that deal with younger clients who help them to get into Disney Channel. Some agents specifically are good with getting you into certain types of roles, or they work with those type of actors. One of these examples would be Abrams. Abrams represents a lot of people who deal with Disney Channel and Nickelodeon. They're not the only ones, there's many others that do, but Abrams is known for representing younger, youthful actors, and especially for those who want to get into Disney Channel or Nickelodeon, it's a good avenue to go towards. They're not the easiest, though, agency to get into now. That's one of the caveats. So if you can get with them, great, but if you can't, you have to do your research and you have to find the agency that works best for you and that is auditioning for roles that you want to go for, like Disney Channel or even Nickelodeon. But you have to make sure that that's what they're doing. I can't tell you and say, okay, look, here are these 20 agencies, pick, choose. Because out of those 20 agencies, it's a possibility that it might not be the right one for you. You still have to do your research, you know? I can hold your hand for part of the way, but I can't hold it all the way. Eventually, you're gonna have to walk on your own. So, if you can, Abrams is a great one. It's a great one, if you can get them. But they're not your only avenue. You don't have to only have them, that agency, working with you. But if you can, great. But just find an agent that's willing to work with you and that's willing to send you out for those type of roles, if those are the roles you want to go for and you think that you can flourish. So do that, find those type of agents, because that's where 90% of it is going to come from for you to audition for Disney Channel. You're going to have an agent. There's no way around it. Like I said though, you don't have to get Abrams. It's not the only one. There are many others where people audition for Disney Channel who don't come from Abrams. Abrams is just one of those names that's more known. But don't get married to it and don't think, okay, well now if I don't get with them, well I can't do it. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, logical information, guys. What I'm saying is that if this agency doesn't work for you, go for another one. Alright? We need our acting to have logical, simple, easy information. I want this to be exemplified. You know, when I see videos and people are giving these random examples or things that aren't beneficial for you, I think, why? Why do people make these videos for you? And maybe in their own way they think it's helping. But I think that something like this is maybe more to the point and more helpful, but it's up to you. If you want to use it, use it. But if you don't, then don't. If you don't want to, then you don't have to, because you're able to watch what you want. So, hope you guys like this video. Good luck, best of luck to you. Subscribe to this channel so you can be up to date with everything. Always letting out logical advice for you guys to use and work with and build into your own acting career. So if you want logical, simple, easy, and to the point advice, follow this channel, turn that little notification bell on, and you'll be up to date with all the information that I put out for you. Have a great day. See you guys next time. Bye-bye.